All right, everybody. Welcome to another edition of SWAC Smoke. We got the OG in the house. Got DJ up in here, boy. He kicked back with his with his Jaguar pack today. We got Jamie G, low profile over there. So, how y'all gentlemen doing today?
I'm good. I'm great.
Hey, I see one of us is definitely definitely living it up. So we're gonna all try to get in that vibe, but you know, we all can't celebrate dubs. Cause one thing I say, Bray, it's good to have a complete athletic department. So, you know, don't be no one sport school. But man,
oh yeah.
Before we start, man, I wanna just say SWAC Talk is turning 2 on Saturday, man. You know, hey, 2 years on YouTube. So that's a nice little thing right there. So celebration, and you know, that go out to y'all too, because y'all part of SWAC Talk fam. So, you know, 2 years in the books, man. Almost 100 episodes of SWAC Smoke. We doing it, man.
Didn't realize it moved that fast. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, but they say time flies, you having fun.
Oh yeah. I gotta get SWAC Talk old tall can or something for this weekend.
Hey, there you go. Hey, I'll take a. I don't drink nothing too heavy no more, so I'll take a Bud Light, bro. unless I'm feeling froggy, man, then I might hit something a little harder if I ain't got nothing to do the next day. But man, hey, we got a lot of stuff on the table to talk about today, man. We got spring football. We got the HBCU All-Star basketball game taking place on Sunday. Got some portal news and everything. So I guess we are. I want to start with this, and we'll probably revisit it once more people get in. But I don't know if y'all watch Tomorrow Leader Sports Network. Y'all watch Coach Walker?
No. Nah.
Well, y'all should check him out. But he did a video where he did his top 5 SWAC running backs, and so I decided I'd do mine. And you know, y'all can, you know, if y'all got anybody else y'all want to chime in with, y'all can. But I'm quite sure most people are gonna be the same. Obviously, we'll start at number 5 because I mean number 1 is probably already a given. But we'll start at number 5. Number 5, I had Floyd Chalk from Grambling. Didn't get a lot of carries this season, man. He had 69 carries, but he averaged 6.1 yards per carry. 420 yards. Didn't get in the end zone, though. I blame Coach Hugh Jackson for that. But he had, you know, for the limited carries he had, he was productive. So what y'all think of Floyd Chalk?
Chalk. This top 5 for this season, right?
Yeah, coming into the season. Well, basically coming into the season, so taking out everybody that was leaving. So this is like the top 5 guys that I think are gonna be the top backs this season. So y'all got any thoughts on Floyd Chalk?
I like him. I ain't really got no problem with that. I would probably, depending on how the rest of your list look, I probably would throw, just being a little biased, but I would probably throw Merritt in number 5, Corey Merritt.
I kind of battled with that one, but I wasn't, you know, I had a chance to see Floyd Chalk, you know, in person, and you know.
Oh, Chalk is a beast now. Like I said, I ain't really got no problem with it. He good.
I mean, I know Merritt can tote that rock too, but you know, I think Floyd Chalk got done kind of dirty by the Grambling coaching staff. I know he was a young guy, but I think he could have got more carries, but he did a good job with what he did. My number 4 back is Donovan Eaglin from Alabama A&M. He came on strong in the middle of the season. Had like 300 or 400 yard games in the middle of the season. Finished with 873 yards and 6 touchdowns. Averaged 5.1 yards per carry. He took the job from Garrett Quarles, basically. So,
yeah, true. I can rock with that.
All right, let's see. Number 3. Now I don't know, y'all might not agree with this one, but I put Ladarius Owens from Texas Southern. I think that dude's a really, really good back, man. He was one of the few backs to run for over 100 yards against Jackson State. He did that the year before last. You know, he's a part of that 1-2 punch with Andrew Body, and then you throw Ja'Cory Howard in there. They got a nice backfield. He's a guy that can definitely get you some yardage. I like his game a lot. He finished with 661 yards and 5 touchdowns. Another guy at 5.4 yards per carry.
I can rock with that. I agree with that, man. I kind of like it. I like him at running back. You know, this past season, I thought he was really good when he played Jackson State.
Oh yeah, he seemed like he liked to play against JSU. My number 2 guy is honestly would have been my number 1 guy, but and that's Caleb Johnson. I mean that's like my favorite back in the league. You know, he's a good dude. I like him on and off the field. Was banged up at Valley last year, but he still ran for 524 yards, 144 carries, and he only had 3.6 yards per carry. But you know, you playing for Valley, you ain't gonna put up crazy numbers. But last season, year before, he almost ran for 1,000 yards. So he can tote that rock, and I'm looking forward to seeing him play at Prairie View, where they gonna definitely run that football.
Well, we already know who number 1 is.
Oh, of course. So I probably shouldn't even have to say who number 1 is, but if anybody out there don't know, Agent Zero, Jarvion Howard, Alcorn, 1,275 yards, 5.1 yards per carry, 12 touchdowns, 219 carries. Hey, Fred ain't scared to put the monkey on his back and let him go, man. That dude's a monster to bring down. You know, he's just one of those guys who kind of came in, and you know, an FBS guy, you never show what they gonna do, but he came in and he did his thing, man, and you know, he the top guy as far as I'm concerned. What y'all think?
Ain't no debate, ain't no question.
Yeah, he definitely the top guy. Only thing on your list, I may flip that 3 and 4. I think that could be, you know, 4 could be 3.
Oh yeah, that's an easy flip flop. Like I said, once you get to 3, it's a few backs you could have put in there. You know, a lot of guys at that point, you're getting in the guys that's splitting a lot of carries with people.
Right.
Because I wanted to put a Southern back in there, but they split so many carries, you know. And Sims got hurt toward the end of the year. Ligon is a good freshman. He had a good freshman season, but he had some bad fumbles. You know, I can't, you know, say you're a great back, losing the ball. But you know, I think this is gonna be another solid year for running backs, man. I would love to see Bama State, you know, actually run the ball better last season, man. That was kind of bad to have the backfield they had and not really put it to use.
3 backs, but we got 2 of them back. I was just gonna say another running back to look out for is Juwan Howell. He back.
Oh, he back? All right.
Yeah, he back. And he was really solid for us. But it's another situation, like you said, they were rotating back so much where, you know, one man can't really get hot.
Yeah, that's like the biggest problem. And then when you get a guy hurt in the rotation, it's like the rotation is not right because, you know, this guy usually get the short yardage carries, or this guy usually, you know, start the game off, you know. So I think it's good to rotate back to keep him fresh, but I think you still need a guy that, you know, that you can say, all right, we need you to go get us a yard or 2 and know he gonna get it for you. Now that I don't want to get into no speculation because I don't know nothing, but that lead, you know, that was a name that was missing off that list, and I'm gonna let my JSU. Yeah, I'm gonna let my JSU. I'm gonna let my JSU person speak on this if he know anything.
Oh, shoot! I had a moment for a second. Man. You talking about Wilkinson, man?
Yeah.
Brad, to be honest with you, nobody know. Nobody know. I mean, like I was watching the live on with Ken Clark and friends, man, but nobody knows. I mean, he in the portal, but I mean, I don't think he officially in the portal because it don't open up until what May
Yeah,
officially
To
anyway.
April 15th,
April
through April
15th. All
30th.
right.
Yeah,
For
so
football. Yeah.
but I know, man, I know that Jackson State offered that running back from Snow College, and I know he the real deal.
What?
It's so many backs on that roster, man. And Seven McGee, whew,
Yeah,
whew.
I'm interested to see what he can do, man.
Man.
He's a guy with a lot of speed. Not a lot of size, but it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely ways you could use him. I know a lot of people saying, man, it don't really matter, but
Mm-hmm.
you losing a guy who
Got like
definitely
that.
was a solid back for you. Basically your go-to guy. I'm not saying that's gonna wreck your offense because offense is new this year, but I thought a guy like that would be able to help the team ease into things with a new quarterback. And I don't think it's a season-ending loss, but I think it's a tough loss early. What y'all think?
Oh yeah. I think losing somebody like Wilkerson it's gonna be a huge loss. I mean, that dude was 1,000-yard rusher. I mean, could catch well out the backfield, block well. And hopefully they can find a way, to keep him there at Jackson State. I don't know what the situation is going on, but hopefully he can stay, man, because you need a guy like that in that type of, in our offense, man. I really like to see what he can do in our type of offense, because I think our offense is gonna go a whole lot faster, and it's gonna be way more explosive. I know it's gonna score points. So I mean, I hope they can be able to keep somebody like that, because that dude can ball. I don't know with that rotation, Jack say that backfield, man. Ooh, man, that offense could be really dynamic with Wilkerson back there at the helm, man.
Yeah, like I said, I don't, like I said, I think it's especially early in the season. I think it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
a loss to deal with. Just for the fact that breaking in new quarterbacks, a new system. You got a guy you can get a ball to. He can help you. He can help settle the game down and things like that. But
Mm-hmm.
like they say, next man up. If a situation that could be worked out, maybe they could work it out and he could come back. I don't know. I don't know what the
Yeah,
situation is with the
right.
team. So I don't know if it's one of them. Hey, you done? You done and you done, or if, like is the door still open? I don't know
Mm-hmm.
nothing. So hopefully something come out positive for him. Because he's already transferred once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
Twice.
So yeah, I'm gonna let my portal man speak on on what happens now with the way
Right.
this thing go now. If you trying to leave multiple times,
Yeah, I mean that's something you definitely don't want to do. Because you get the one time, then the next
Mm-hmm.
time you're gonna have to graduate. So that third time, he taking a big chance on not being eligible,
Mm.
or you having to sit out a year type of thing. So it's a big deal. But I think the biggest thing, not only his contribution to the field, but his contribution in the locker room. When you change
Right.
coaches from a super winning team, you want to retain as many of those individuals who know how to win and know how to get it done, who can lead new people. Yeah, it's fine to have all this new talent, new good talent, but if they can't gel together and don't know what it's like to actually be, on a winning team or with that winning culture, you need those type of guys back to,
Mm-hmm.
set the tone. So I think it's if you lose them more than just on the field. You lose part of the locker room, especially with the linebacker y'all got that jumped in the portal here recently. You know what I'm saying? That's leadership on defense that you lose.
Yeah. Jarente.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jarente Davis. So we got a question from the chat. It say, how does those transfers like that, do they affect the APR?
Just depends on what they do when they leave your institution. If they go to another institution, then the other institution picks up them on the APR. You don't necessarily lose anything. Now, if they just go missing, then yeah, you lose ding a point. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of what they do when they leave your institution.
So I mean, and that leads me to my statement that I say all the time. We talk about the portal. You better have some idea of where you going, man. Because if you just jumping off that cliff and think you're gonna land somewhere, you're gonna be stuck in purgatory, man. They got quite a few guys that jumped out there, and you I guess you could say you bet on yourself, but if you don't have good tape and good relationships with other places, it's hard to land somewhere. And that, I mean, there's a quarterback that that left from Baton Rouge and jumped in the portal, and he's still floating around in there. So I'm not trying to take no shots at the dude, but I'm just saying, that's a cautionary tale. It's like, I mean, you can find a home at some point, but you might end up, you think you are D1 dude and you looking at D3. I mean, football is football, but if your mindset is one way, it could humble you, man.
Yeah, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with that, because I just hope some of these guys that's transferring, they ain't banking on being with Prime, man. I'm just saying that right now, man.
Yeah, I think
there might not be no room for him over there neither. So
all right, ain't no room at the end, because he already did. You know what I'm saying? He already been bringing in most stuff. So it's like, and you already gonna be behind when you get there, because you're missing the off-season program and all that stuff. And so, I like I said, man, I just I always want people to make a rational decision, but it's hard to do that when you're young. You know what I'm saying? We all made crazy decisions at some point in our life at that age. So I can understand that, but it's just like, you just gotta be smart with these moves you make, because I don't know, man. It's like what, over 1,500 people in the portal right now, something like that.
Yeah,
1,500. It's probably way more than that.
Yeah, I mean, I just pull a number out there.
Hey, I'm still in the portal, man. I've been waiting for that opportunity for a while, man.
Where you trying to go? Where you trying to go?
I don't care, bro. Hey, I go to Edward Waters, man. Somebody pick me up.
Hey, they coming up now. Edward Waters College coming up now. They moved from NAIA to Division II, boy. They coming up. They got a nice campus, bro. I've been quite a few times, man. They got nice little gym, everything. So hey, if you can still be a Tiger.
Yeah, man.
you just go from blue and white to purple and orange, bro. So hey,
I'm definitely looking for a home, man. Somebody want to pick me up out this portal, man.
Hey, we got you over here, bro. You want to come to the Bluff? We got you. We take all transfers. Hey, we love y'all. Come on, the more the merrier.
What about you, DJ? Do you still got some eligibility?
No, I ain't got none left, man. My clock been expired. It's over with for me.
You ain't even got a COVID year, bro.
I know, DJ. You got to have something. You got at least 2.
Back in my day, it wasn't no COVID. We had West Nile. You need a West Nile.
Yeah.
No, West Nile.
Something like that. Yeah.
Hey. What's up, Rod? What's going on? What's up, Rod? Man, we had the Ebola, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there was nobody playing nothing.
Bird flu, swine flu.
Yes, indeed. All of that. So nobody got an extra year for that, but it's a crazy thing, man. Let's stick on football, man. And let's get a report from each one of y'all teams, man. We're gonna start with Bama State, man. What's the Hornets working on right now?
They working on trying to basically get these mid-year guys acclimated and new coaching staff. So we probably got 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 4 new coaches, probably about 7 to 10 guys mid-year came in. So new quarterbacks coach. So we're basically just trying to sharpen up and continue building on what we had this past year, which was a decent season. I ain't gonna say a good season, but it was decent. it was something to build on, and I just
So
think that's where we at right now.
what's the mindset of the fan base out there right now? Do they feel like this is like the next step type of season, or do they just think it's gonna be, kind of like another season, kind of like last year?
Honestly, man, I think that people don't know what to expect. I think that's the climate right now is I don't know what to expect because we lost, quite a bit. And, with the people you gain, you just don't know about them just yet. So I just think it's a big question mark. This season will be a big question mark right here for a lot of people until it gets started. This weekend, with the scrimmage and then the spring game, I think that's going to get people talking and give a little bit better idea. But honestly, I think it's more of a question mark than anything with fans, with staff, with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just nobody knows.
So obviously, when you talk football, everybody talk quarterback. Is it a competition? Or is it just like, we're gonna continue with what we got, what we had, and build and try to build him up and get him ready for another season?
I can't really speak, but I would go with the latter of what you said.
So
So
hey, I think
that's what I think is gonna happen.
I mean, I guess you got a guy coming back. You want to kind of see you get more out of him, but the results weren't that great last year. But offensive line, wasn't that great either. So I guess you see if everything grow together.
That's a big question mark. Of course, the offense has always been the biggest question. That's what everybody is worried about. The defense. We lost a few guys, but we're returning quite a bit too on defense. So people are a little bit more confident with that. But it's the offense and the O-line specifically that people definitely worried about. So I think if we can, I know when the portal open up, we're gonna be looking hard for some O-linemen. So you got any good O-linemen that y'all ain't using, send them our way.
Yeah, we need them too. Like, we ain't got nothing to loan out this year. We need them all.
Yeah, y'all had a good line for the last couple of years.
Yeah, man. We was blessed with that COVID year, man. Honestly, because we had so many guys that came in like 2018, and those guys were together like that whole time. So we got an extra couple years out of those guys. So this year is like the first year that we really have to fill a lot of holes on the O line. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. We missing a lot of really, really solid guys. He's not even much worried about the offensive line coming into the season. That was never a question. This year it is. But just to answer Rod coming, man, we don't know. We don't know why anybody chose to leave. It's one of those things that nobody really, the people that know, they feel like it's not public information. And I never expect a kid really to say why they leaving. It's not. Yeah, man, Chennis Berry ran that offensive line like a machine, man. So that he built that. But I don't really like to speculate on that kind of stuff because I don't know nothing. And when you start guessing that stuff, it could take a mind of its own. So Jamie G, let's jump to you, man. What's going on in springtime in Jackson, man?
Yeah, they're a good report because I heard that they say Jason Brown is showing in and showing up and showing out. They said they think we got a solid starter at quarterback, man. So that's a good thing. I heard that DJ Stevens having a pretty good camp as well in the spring, and also I think that secondary began to gel as well. There's been quite a few scouts coming out there to JSU to look at certain players as well. They said it's been popping up at the spring workouts lately. you know, not just at the pro day, but they just been coming out there. So that's a good thing too. I think it just Jackson State got the. I think they just replaced the wide receivers coach. I don't think it's been official, but I heard he's been replaced. I don't know who the name of the guy is, but that's what they said. That who it was, but that's a good thing that they was able to find another person to replace Coach. The coach, I forgot the coach's name.
Coach Fleming.
Yeah, Coach Fleming. And I know that's gonna be a big loss because he was a good recruiter. He was working his ass off on recruiting, so I kind of hate that he had to go. But hey, like they said, the show must go on, man. I think Jackson State. Woo, they say there's more coming in. Like TC said, hey, he said stand by.
That's the slogan now. Stand by. I think it was good that they was able to fill that spot quickly. You know, like that mean they had somebody in mind, and they was able to go ahead and fill that spot and not linger on it and let it fester for a long time. What about the defense, man? What you been hearing about that?
Yeah, I heard the defensive line has been the highlight, I think, of the whole camp, spring practice, because I know that, O-line depth is kind of weak right now because they get, I think they're looking for more O-linemen to come in over the spring, not over the summer, and some through the portal as well. But I heard this defensive line is doing really well, and even though I heard Antonio Doyle is having an excellent spring. They said Antonio Doyle is really turning it on, man. I'm talking about he's stepping it up, man. I'm kind of proud of that. And hey, boy, Luke Jackson out there kicking balls, man.
Oh, the dude can kick, man. The dude can kick. I would argue anybody down if they say that dude can't kick, bro. He can kick. I've been seeing him kick from 55, in warm-ups and stuff. So he got a leg, man. He got a leg, and if he gets the job, he got a chance to hold that position. That was a tough loss. A lot of people don't want to say it was because he didn't play a lot last season, but that was a tough loss. We got we move on. He moved on, but I expected to hear a lot of good things from him, man. So y'all gonna give us some spring game reports, y'all two gentlemen?
Hopefully we'll be able to. Let's see what's that go. Yeah, I should be able to.
Yeah, I'll give you something. I'll give you something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that
piece of a report or something.
What time y'all spring game start, DJ?
Say, please spare us.
Huh?
I don't know what time the spring game start. I know the scrimmage Saturday is at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Is it open to the public?
The scrimmage?
Mm-hmm.
Should be because we're supposed to be having junior day. So,
oh, y'all having junior day this weekend? Yeah, we are too.
I don't know why we didn't do it for the spring game, but I ain't in charge of that, so it is what it is.
Yeah, we got our junior day on Saturday as well, so they're gonna pick it back all that on top of the spring game. We got a crawfish boil. They having a crawfish boil at Southern to raise money to refurbish the locker rooms. So I'm gonna put the link and everything in the description. So if y'all want to get y'all a plate of crawfish, or you want to just donate, I have that information for y'all. They're doing that before the spring game at like 11. So y'all like crawfish, you got to get it in.
Oh yeah,
they did that going down.
Year, didn't
they? Yeah, they did that. They did that last year. This year, last year was more for last year they did it more as a reception for the former players, This year they're doing it as a fundraiser, so we're trying to raise a little money to revamp that locker room. So that leads me to Southern, man. I'm excited for the spring game. I don't really put a lot of stock into them. I just want to see guys, be out there and look like they know what they're doing, because the quarterback position is the biggest question for most people. I'm concerned with the offensive line, but when you split the team up, you don't know what you get in rotation wise and stuff. So it's more just seeing guys in action and seeing what's going on. But as far as quarterback with Southern, Harold Blood seems like he's gonna be the guy, man. Dooley is endorsing him right now. So he's a 4-year guy. I think he's a redshirt sophomore, and but he's been at Southern forever. So I think it's his turn. But everybody they say been looking good. Noah Biden had been banged up, so that's why he really didn't get a lot of reps early. But he been coming on strong too. So I'm not really concerned about the linebackers too much, because our linebackers actually played a lot better last season than I thought, and they brought in some guys to back them up. Defensive line, the middle of that defensive line is what worries me, man. We got to replace Dumas and Peterson, so that kind of hurts a lot. So both lines of scrimmage is gonna be the question for Southern going into the season. So I expect them to, like everybody else, bring in some guys, after the spring or whatever, and see what's going on. But everybody gonna be looking at the quarterback competition. So that's where most people's eyes is gonna be. I'm just looking all over the place. So I'm just glad Harold Blood finally getting his shot, man, because everybody, a lot of people been asking for that dude for like 7 years.
You've been asking for that dude. See, Will been advocating for that fella.
Hey, since the day you met me, bro.
You like that dude.
Yeah, man. We lucky Ed Reed got fired from Bethune-Cookman, man. That's his uncle. He was trying to take him. Trying to take him. But we dodged the bullet right there. So
y'all got the jukebox gonna show up? That's a big.
I don't know, man. I'm hoping they do, man. Because that always makes the atmosphere a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't know honestly, I don't know what the turnout gonna be like this year, because a lot of people still upset at the last season. So I don't know if we're gonna get a crazy. I thought last year's turnout was pretty good. I don't know if we're gonna match that, but it should be a good time at 3:00. So not too early, not too late. I think it's supposed to rain a little bit in the morning, but I think by the afternoon the weather should be good. So that's a. And I'm gonna try to go live or something. We had quite a few young guys got some playing time, so we'll see. I'm gonna try to bring y'all some content from up there. Try to do my thing, expand
Coach
my.
Miller still there?
Yeah, he's still running that defense. What's up, Los J? Well, look at Los J checking in here about 30 minutes late.
He's late, man. I thought he was over with.
Los J, what's going on, man? What's up in the third ward with them Tigers in football, man? I ain't been hearing too much from y'all. That kind of got me nervous.
Stay quiet, man. He been quiet until you got tore up. In basketball, he been quiet, man.
Hey, he went quiet that night. So, man, we'll see what's going on with. Speaking of basketball, man, I want to jump ship real quick. What y'all think? Coach Reed leaving Jackson State?
I heard, but I don't know. I don't think so.
You heard what?
I heard it was a rumor. That's the only thing, But I think it's gonna have to really be the right offer for her to up and leave, man. I don't think it's gonna be something to be worried about right now, because I think I know the university, it was reported that they were interested, but I don't think they talked to her or anything like that. But I think she'll leave when she's ready to leave. Put it that way.
Shit, I think
If she
this the
want to
year.
leave,
I think if she gonna leave, I think this the year she gonna do it.
You think so?
I think so, but I don't hope so. But I think it's possible this year.
Yeah, I would, I would love for her to stay, because she done built the juggernaut, and I like what Coach Thornton doing out there at Pine Bluff. So that they seem like them two teams can be on a collision course for the future. So I think the more when you got a strong team in your league, I think it makes everybody else kind of step their game up. So you don't want to slide back. So I mean, it's still a lot for her to do at JSU, but if Memphis came with the right thing, then I understand. But I don't know if that's the place necessarily that she needs to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
I
love
agree.
to see her stay. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, her and Coach Thornton and what I'm saying, Coach Jackson at Bama State, like they put together some teams, man. And I mean, respect to the other women teams too in the SWAC. Like I think it was some good basketball play. Even Bethune-Cookman like gave us took 3 overtimes to beat them. You know what I'm saying? So I think right now the SWAC women's basketball is going up. I think we need to keep on that train.
Hey, you gotta respect the tourney champs now, man.
Yeah. I forgot about Southern Jaguar.
And we beat y'all the last time we played y'all. So come on, man.
We came through there. We couldn't. Man, we lost both games in Louisiana, man. To be honest,
it was rough. It was rough for y'all. But
what
we had to get some.
What y'all think about this rule? Like, I don't understand how you can be a champion regular season, go through the conference undefeated, and have to play the tournament. You see what I'm saying? Do you think it should be a rule if you go through the conference undefeated the whole season that you had to play a SWAC that you had to play a first or second round game? Why you can't be the one that
Just automatically go?
the one that automatically go to the championship game? You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Whoever battle it out at the end, if you lose you know what I'm saying, you're done.
I think not years ago, but the Ivy League used to do that, man. They didn't have a tournament till like 2015 or something like that, so they used to always send y'all went undefeated this year. No way, y'all lost to Prairie View.
Says the team that couldn't beat Fairleigh Dickinson.
Oh, we got the smoke going.
Says the team that couldn't beat Fairleigh Dickinson. Y'all had a game.
I ain't gonna laugh at nobody because, man, we flamed the hell out in basketball this year. I think we had the worst collapse I ever seen, man. We went from first place to fourth place in like 2 weeks. So it was rough. But we got new leadership now, so we gonna see, man. I'm reserving judgment for that for a while. But I do like that little spicy talk there. Cause I know TSU, they'll give it.
But yeah, you was saying something about, you said the Ivy League didn't play a tournament. They just said they chose automatic regular season champ. But I kind of feel like if you do run through you run through your conference undefeated, man. I mean, I think that should be a reward that you shouldn't even have to play any game until the championship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I personally, for a one bid league, I ain't really got a problem with that. But the league, they want to have a tournament. Most leagues want to have tournaments. You feel like, I don't know, they feel like giving everybody extra spots. What I like is to give your top 2 seeds or even your 1 seed, get them a bid at least, give them a bye at least 1 round or whatever. But that the thing is, I look at, and yes, it's, 1 game can change anything, but I think, if you're a good team, you should beat the teams, you know what I'm saying, that's below you. So if you got to play them again, you just got to play them again. It don't always make a lot of sense, but you know, I feel like, you know, you might want to run through them again. So I ain't got a problem with either side, but I like to see tournaments because a lot of times you do get upsets. It hurts when you're one bid league though.
Yeah, you like to see when Southern win. That's what you like.
Of course, I like to see when Southern win anything. I like to see. I don't care what it is. It could be the hopscotch tournament, man. As long as we win, I don't even care what we finish in the season. Let's just win the tournament.
But I just feel like the champion, man. You go through there undefeated. You should be automatically in the championship because you already know if you lose that one game, you're violent. I mean, now if you go through undefeated, get to the championship and lose the game, oh well, it is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? But I kind of feel like you shouldn't even have to bang like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't you to prove it.
I mean, I feel you on that, but that's why I say I think it's better to give that team a bye because, like, the OVC, you get a bye you get they make it so you get a double bye straight to the semis. So if you're a top team, so you know you only got to really win 2 games to make it. You know, I think that's okay, but you know, I mean, I don't know, man. You know, they feel like they're making money. You know, most teams use tournaments as money grabs, even though you ain't getting a lot of money off of them. But you know, I think it's gonna be tough to break that. It's tough to try to,
Take it back to if the number 1 seed still got to play, then make them play for home court. So take the first round back to institution.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think that if you're gonna make them play, then like fight for home court advantage up into the semis. Then you know I think it's worth something. It's worth being number 1 seed and having to play.
Yeah,
you get more money and all that.
That's why I liked when we did the first round at home sites. It made
Well, they ain't ready for that soldier, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna keep peace for the day. I sure don't want to bust this soldier. He hoping to come out though. That's 12.
But you know, it's like I said, man. I think being able to get that home court that makes them last couple of games of the season, you know, that makes them more exciting, man. Because that threat of having to go on the road in the first round, especially like when you're 4th place and you might be 5th, that's scary, man. Because especially when you got a team like we had that can't win away from home, you know, it's like you don't really want to play nowhere but at home. So I wish we could have played our tournament games at home and everybody else could play it in Birmingham. Then we probably would have won the tournament. But you know, I think you know, I think your champ should get some kind of advantage. I don't know about not, you know, I don't know about not playing because as a fan of a team who probably not the champ, I do want to get another chance at them dudes or girls, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, you want to kind of try to knock them off again, but, you know, it's tough when you're in a league that don't get but 1 person in the tournament, so it's tough.
Do you think so? Now, I already know what happened with Southern women went in there and got smacked. But I wish they were deserving to get smacked. But we
didn't get smacked, man. We just didn't. Man, we just took 1 quarter off and then got beat. Cause we did, man. We was out playing the people for 3 quarters, man. But we just took the 2nd quarter off. But what happened? Go ahead, bro.
But would you think it'd been a better? Would you rather have your champion? Because it seemed like Jackson State girls didn't really play that well in the NIT. Like, I think they were really wholeheartedly disappointed that they lost that game to Southern like that. And then they had to settle for the NIT. Like, man, you can even tell the way they played, they really was just there. And then having your one of your top players transfer out like that.
Oh yeah, right before.
Man, it's kind of sucked because you kind of want to see what they could have done in the tournament, but I mean, it is what it is. Though.
I'm gonna say it like this: as a neutral fan, I always want to see the best team from my conference go, because I felt like Jackson State was gonna get a solid. I can't get no points out. That man came in with a vengeance late, but that man shooting from 40 feet, man. Let me see if I can get myself right.
Texas Southern couldn't shoot for 40 feet in that game.
They couldn't shoot from 10 feet. But as a neutral fan, I want my best team from my conference to go, because I thought JSU had a decent chance of getting a pretty decent seed. I don't know, they would have been 15 or 14, but I thought they could have got a decent seed with a good matchup. What's up, Blue? Welcome to the show. You know, I thought we could have got a decent matchup, you know, but as a Southern fan, I don't care, because I knew whatever happened after winning the tournament was gravy, because we wasn't even supposed to beat up. So I did hate that we lost to a team with like 10 white girls, though. You know, that shit hurt. But you know, but yeah, I mean, you know, it's all about that money, man. Hey, you get paid to make the tournament, and if you can win, you get paid again. But you know, I mean, I think, and with Texas Southern, I think that's a weird case, because that team that finished the season, if they started the season, that team probably would have won the SWAC. So, I mean, because they was picked to win, and they had a lot of talent. They had a lot of injuries, and you know, they just, you know, they got hot at the end. But I think that's a different situation, because that team really shouldn't have been an 8 seed. That, you know, I think that team really shouldn't have been. Normal situation, they wouldn't have been an 8 seed in a tournament. So it's kind of weird, but it is what it is, though.
Speaking of that, what you think about the HBCU combine for basketball?
Man, they snuck that thing up on me, man. I think I love the idea of the All-Star game, man. I love the idea of it. I love the way they promoting it. I didn't realize they was having a combine, but I think that's a good thing, man. You know, giving guys the opportunity to work out in front of scouts and try to extend your career, you know, because, you know, some people, they just want to play basketball, go to college, and then get a job. But, you know, some people want to extend their career. So giving the opportunity to work out and see where you stand, I think is a good thing.
So anybody out here, Los J, matter of fact, Los J, just bring me in on the committee. Let's start a female All-Star game for basketball. They need one too. So
yeah, that's what we've been talking about, man. We getting a women's All-Star game, because I think, you know, they deserve that, you know, that last moment to shine, you know, because hey, they work hard too, and you know, they play hard, and they deserve, you know, their opportunity. So you know, maybe they can, you know, maybe the same group or somebody can do it, man, and get that thing rolling. I know Los J got some pull. Maybe he could talk to somebody and get the ball rolling, man. So I like that, man. You know, we had been talking about that, you know, off air quite a couple of times. So I would love to see that happen. So let's see, maybe let me put it this way: since somebody took my Rucker Park idea, maybe somebody take this idea. So I know somebody listening out there.
I'm still hot about that.
Right. Like, matter of fact, Ayana Emmanuel and Jayla Crawford, they competed over this past weekend, I want to say. Sometime this week in a couple of combines in Dallas for WNBA and European scouts and stuff like that. So, you know, it's a little something for them, but they need an All-Star game too.
Yeah, because I think if you tie it all in together, you know, you get a better turnout. Right. You get better scout participation, and you know, just get more eyes on it, man. Because you know, like I said, we got some good women players too. So let them go out there and do their thing. I really think that would be great. Before we go any further, man, I meant to do this way earlier, but y'all support my man Robins Beaupar. Man, he is the punter at Southern. His name is Mr. Goldenfoot. He got a merch line, man. I'm gonna put the link to his stuff in my description. So y'all check him out, man. He got shirts, hats, shorts, socks. He got it all, man. So y'all rock that Goldenfoot. Cause that's my boy, man. I want to see him do well. So y'all support him. He is gonna be first team all SWAC this year. So y'all go ahead and get on board with that. Not that we're gonna punt him like this.
Just don't fall off the stage like Pokey did.
I know.
Big Pokey fell off, man. That was native.
Pokey better.
I know somebody. I know somebody was there when it happened.
For real, man. Hey, was that man drunk? That man was lit,
yep.
wasn't he?
Yeah, he was drunk.
Hey, man, that's funny, man.
Hey, y'all see this comment here? The people be listening, man. They be listening. So you got the
wow. Like the real person.
They be listening, but
Big Pokey.
Yeah, Big Pokey fell off the stage, boy. They say he was drunk, man.
Hey, when he fell off the stage, he said, "Oh yeah."
I wish I was there, man. I would have loved to seen that. But I heard somebody that was there say what happened. They were like, he just tumbled right on off. Like, man. So yeah, don't ever let that happen to y'all if y'all anywhere out in public, man. Don't do that. That's not a good look. Oh man, yeah. Whew. Okay, let me see. Let me get the call back on. Who the top right now? Who? Bama State?
Alabama. What is Lil J talking about? Alabama State. What's wrong with him? What kind of question is that?
We coming on strong though. We had a solid. We had a meet this weekend with LSU and a couple other Louisiana schools. We did pretty good, but I know Bama State is the team to beat. And probably Prairie View because they strong too.
Yeah, go back to what you said earlier, man. You know, we try to have a complete athletic department. You know what I'm saying? We competing everywhere. You know, runner up in bowling. Prairie View beat us in bowling in championship.
They beat us too.
But you know, we run up, you know, an indoor champion, men and women. So we coming for outdoor now.
Y'all got the indoor on lock though, man. With like 6-8 straight, something like that.
Man, that's what we do. We just win, man. You know, it ain't nothing.
They just win from January to May, and then they don't win no more.
Oh man, you took the word right on my mouth.
All right.
Hey, you know, I gotta get my talking in before the season start, before football season start, bro. Because then I don't like to talk too much.
You know, man, you was all right. I told him to kind of spare Southern a little bit over their classes, but now I'm gonna have to tell them go on and unleash the dogs on them, man.
You gonna tell them empty the clip?
Empty the clip, fans and all. Anybody can get it.
Hey, don't.
A lot of guns in Jackson, so I mean,
they got a lot of them in Baton Rouge too. Everybody.
This Montgomery down here. That's what they call it, Montgomery.
Oh, we about to come out there for real. Hey, bro, y'all. I don't know how many of y'all listen to Young Boy, but y'all seen his new album cover? He got the Minute Dome on there.
I seen that.
I say, stand up for your city, even though you don't live here no more. Stand up for your city.
Yeah, bowling is an athletic team.
Yeah, bowling is a sport. It's a serious sport. You say that to some of them people, boy, they gonna mollywop you.
Yeah.
It's I mean, and it, you know, it's a good sport to get you some wins in, man. Championship count the same because it's all about that Commissioner's Cup, man. You know, we third place for the first time in a long time. We've been.
Bowling is just as much of a sport as golf. And you know, if I choose to disrespect bowling, you know, and someone from you wrong for that, but yeah. Hey, but bowling, everybody can't do bowling at the highest level. You
No,
know,
man,
so
it's a different ball game, man. Hey, ain't nobody coming to Scotlandville and taking nobody from nowhere, man. I'm putting a fence around my school, man. I'm tired of people taking people from my school.
hey, Low J, send me the name. I'm gonna put my coach on it since we do have a winning record right now. They might come on, so hey, send me the name of who that individual is. I'm gonna make sure we recruit them.
Hey, do y'all run to Flight of the Bumblebee?
What about Flight of the Bumblebee?
Yeah, that's how Alabama State run to that Flight of the Bumblebee up and out.
Hey man, we just top tier in everything we do. But to answer the cheer question, I think with the cheer thing is, I mean, I guess you could, but they don't. I guess they don't compete like that, so to speak. They do have them cheer competition, but I don't know how much they do in college. So it's not necessarily when cheering is going on, nobody's scoring it. You know, when they cheering during the football game, they're not getting scored. But
Thank
bowling
God.
is something that they scoring. So
Thank God, because our cheerleaders don't cheer no more, man.
what they do?
My dance. My niece was on the squad for 3 years at Southern, man, and when she was on the squad, they was legit, and then she left because she was like a low key cheerleader coach, and when she left, the squad just fell off. But yeah, rugby, man, y'all HBCU rugby is taking off. Southern putting together a team as well, to start playing. So y'all get behind that rugby train too, man. We need more athletes and everything.
God dang, I never thought see some black folks playing rugby in the SWAC.
Oh, they got man. It's serious now, man. Like I said, they got about 3 or 4 teams, I think. I know Lawrence probably know the real number, because he know it. If you need a question answer, he'll answer it for you.
I appreciate it, Los J. I gotta get on top of that.
Let me delete this comment.
Macaria Harris. No, it's too late. I got it now.
They say put user in timeout.
Let me put them notes in my phone.
From the chat.
Hey, I'm gonna say this though, because we the Hornets and we wear black and gold, so I guess it fit. So at least you ain't got to worry about no color scheme change, because we black and gold and we the Hornets, so that's a decent transition. And y'all got a S for state, so it carry over, but I can't let that happen no more, man. Too many people is reaching in.
We love to have it, man. We need it.
Bro, I think next week I'm just not gonna send you another invite, bro, because you coming too hard in it.
Why not, man? I'm just trying to, come in and help out,
Hey, you like the guy off the bench, bro, that come in, and just shoot threes, just especially the guy off the bench.
You got to be mad at Los J. See, I wouldn't have known nothing about him.
I stay mad at Los J. Don't worry about that. Because he always. Oh, I passed up a comment a long time ago. Yesterday, the back of my head was on TV on the news, so I'm kind of famous. I was able to talk to Southern new head coach, man. I gave him the what's up, and I told him what we expect from him, and I put out a little word. I'm gonna try to get him on the show sometime too, so try to work them angles.
Yeah, tell them don't eat all the crawfish Saturday.
Oh man, we got plenty to go around, man. Hey, y'all don't own us in baseball. We came down there and took 2 from y'all this weekend. We run rule them boys on Sunday, so it's all good.
Hey,
all I need is that football win back, huh?
speaking of baseball, they getting together the All-Star game, the HBCU All-Star game. So the vice president of that committee is a guy I work with. So I talked with him today, and it's gonna be bigger and better this year. The game that they host here in Montgomery. So y'all baseball guys are doing good. Continue to do good. They finna start, making their selection. They try to let the season get in some, before they start choosing people. But yeah, they really excited. They got a lot more people, sponsoring it, stuff like that. Tyson Foods was just down here the other day. So that's gonna be big.
They got a like an Instagram or a Twitter or something.
I'll find out.
If you find it, just send it to me. If you find it, ain't no.
Yeah, I got it.
Did you that Lawrence was saying that Alabama State is planning to host the high school football championship? You know anything about that?
I ain't heard nothing about that yet. I think they play. I don't know where they played it at, but it ain't on our campus for sure. That would be good for our campus, but I think that type of stuff will go to Crampton Bowl before it come to us for whatever reason.
That would be a good look, but I'm gonna tell you, man, if it's anything like like when Southern hosted a couple of games, I sat by some people from one of the mother schools, and they was like, I didn't know this was Southern looked like. Like, y'all should have, bro. It's a different world down here, bro. When it come to white people, sometimes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't like coming in North Baton Rouge, so it's an interesting thing. Well, here we go. Blue say Auburn and Alabama not gonna let that happen. So
yeah,
as long as Blue in here and Lawrence in here, you get your answer, bro. So it's like them walking dictionaries.
Yeah, I know. I ain't never heard of nobody saying that about Alabama State. So
yeah, that's Eddie Robinson though, man. That soldier rag might come out this time.
He ain't got that kind of pull.
You better not try to hug him. I know that much. Keep your hands off of him. Do y'all think he gonna hug TC?
Oh yeah.
Him and TC gonna dab it up.
You remember the statement?
TC is SWAC.
Yeah,
TC is SWAC.
Yeah.
TC as SWAC as they come. TC got numbers and stats in the SWAC, so he probably SWAC as they come.
Yeah, ain't no beef. The beef gone now. I mean, they still want to win, still want to beat Jackson State any chance you get, but the beef, that type of beef gone.
Y'all gonna wear them He Was Right shirts to the game?
Yeah, I think everybody gonna wear that. I think that's what we're gonna do. Just for James B, we're gonna have to, let them know, Eddie was right.
Man, the SWAC so petty, bro. Only in the SWAC you gonna get anything like that, bro. You never get nothing like that nowhere else, bro. Yeah, it's that Louisiana did the same thing. They play their championship in the Superdome. They tried to play it at Tulane Stadium a couple of times, and people ain't like that. Then one year they tried to do it at the home team, and that don't work. But man, what's going on with Alonzo Hampton, man? Y'all, what's going on in Pine Bluff, man?
Big Zoe, man, Big Zoe. Man, they in full swing spring practice. I know that. They look like they putting together a little bit more content, especially with basketball and shit. The media is better, but I don't know. I'm trying to get some people to go out to the game since I ain't gonna be able to go. I'm trying to get somebody to go out there and give me a report.
Hey, Lob, you need to go out there, man. We got a Pine Bluff person right there, man. Get in there and give us a report, man.
Yeah, he probably still. Is he even in Pine Bluff still?
I know, like the rest of y'all.
Ain't nobody in Pine Bluff. That's the problem.
Man, shout out to my boy P. White, man. He another Pine Bluff dude that he came to Baton Rouge and was straight blue and gold.
Y'all done stolen. Like It's hard to
We ain't steal him.
now.
We ain't steal him. We just
Y'all stole him, man. Y'all stole him, and then y'all stole Skelton.
yes, indeed, boy. I seen. Hey, we if y'all got any more, if y'all got any more people y'all want to send that got talent to Baton Rouge, hey, send them on down, man.
Nah, we don't need to send nobody to Baton Rouge, man. Y'all got enough. Y'all
We
stole Legan from Montgomery. He running back. He right from here, man. Backyard kid, man. He in Southern running the ball. What's up with that, man? Send him on home.
How he got out of there? That's what you.
We ain't gonna speak on that. Y'all just need to send him back.
Oh, we're sending back in a couple more years at this eligibility.
Boy, that boy Blue pretty, bro. Blue said he said Crowley river free.
Hey, now, hey. Shout out to Miles Crowley though, man. I hope he do really well, man. To be honest, and if he, one thing about that Gulf Coast game, if Crowley starting, that game right there, man, that people gonna travel to that. They want to see him.
Yeah, I hope he do well, man. I hope he do well in 10 of his 11 games, bro. I'm gonna just leave it at that. like I tell everybody that play against Southern, bro. I hope you do good in every game, but the game against Southern, bro. So hey,
it's gonna be some pressure in that Bayou Classic, man. He
ain't built for that yet. I don't think he gonna be able to handle that.
He played in some Magic City Classic and all that.
Oh, that ain't the same, bro. That ain't the same.
Him and Chalk, and then I think old boy from Baton Rouge coming back, the receiver, Lyndon Rash.
Man, I'm about to log on, bro.
Hey, Blue spoke a fact. Hey,
that man Blue throwing darts, man. Let me.
I might need to hide my face. He's gonna have one more coming for Alabama State.
That man is unloading. Oh my God. Hey, I can't argue with that though. I can't argue with that.
Nobody can. I don't think Dooley can. He can't even argue with that one.
He can't. He
might
can't.
try,
What can he?
but
Why you? I mean, that's part of the reason why he's starting to he on the Arrow Blood train right now, because he like, man, let me try to make this right. Like, let me see if I can make this right. But hey, we never know what he gonna do. But oh man, so whoo, I got nothing. Y'all took me out of that one.
Yeah, go on and
that man gets shut out 3 times this year, bro. I'm going crazy.
Yeah, I can't believe Southern fans ain't gonna allow that, man. They're gonna put that man out. They're gonna pack his stuff up for him somewhere. Man, you got to go.
Man, hey, like I say, man, T said that's Zay. Man, if he never play at Southern, bro, the city gonna riot. I'm gonna just put it like that. I don't expect him to play this year because Dooley gonna say he came there too late. But if he don't play 2 years in a couple years, I'm gonna tell him to go play basketball, man. Because Dooley's a great basketball player too. So I'm gonna be like, look, we're gonna be the 1-2 state. We're gonna be the 1-2 SWAC championship by that time in basketball. So exactly. We could get shut out 3 times and still win the West. This man said we'll score in the spring game. We'll keep it score. Hey, didn't Gremlin almost get shut out in their spring game last year? I think that game will be on HBCU Go. I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people gonna want to watch that game, man, because Southern coming with something. Southern coming to prove that on the road they could score more than 0 points this year. Because we can't.
Southern coming to take an L. They just want to go and get an L out the way early so their team can try to focus, the rest of the year. That's why they scheduled us like that. We're gonna go and lose early, and try to build on that.
We come, man. We coming to we don't come to Montgomery that often, so when we come, we leave with dubs whenever we come because we don't come there that often. So we definitely coming to take one with us.
Well, you ain't take nothing today. I mean, you know, but
I mean, it's a midweek game, man. You know, midweek meet, man. We don't do good in the we don't do good in midweek.
It don't make no difference.
We bet on the weekends, man. Los J, I know you ain't never picking Southern and nothing, so I ain't worried about that. But man, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up before I take too many more shots, bro. I'm about to duck out.
Yeah, I think your wife gonna come on here and give you the big shot.
Oh, you know that. Oh, we don't. Hey, see, why do every time I get ready to leave somebody come in, man, we don't lose down and we don't lose at Prairie View. And we
go ahead, get it out.
Boombox this year, Southern taking it again, man. We about to start an 8-year streak again. We about to start another streak.
Hey, street. One number 2 coming this season.
Hey, y'all don't act crazy in Mumford, so I ain't worried about that. Y'all might win, but y'all leave very civilized in Mumford, bro. Y'all don't act up in Mumford. Nobody do. I ain't never seen nobody visiting fan base act crazy in Mumford at all. Y'all. Oh, TSU ain't doing nothing. Y'all ain't taking over nothing in Baton Rouge.
They ain't taking over nothing this season. They ain't take over Houston.
Hey, Lil J. If y'all beat Prairie View, then I'm gonna ride with TSU. But y'all gotta beat PV for once at least in football. You gotta beat them.
Hey, it is what it is. We're a different breed down here. I'm gonna just say that we're a different breed down here. I picked TSU last year, and I caught hell from PV people, bro. So I'm gonna ride with y'all again this year, bro. But I PV got like 6 or 7 people that follow them, but they loud. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they gonna find you, and people you don't even know, man. What I told you about, like. Wait a minute, bro. I don't know you. But man, I'm about to we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up, man, because it's getting to my time to eat dinner and whatnot, you know how we do. But I do want to thank DJ for coming through again, man. You know, he making special guest appearances, you know, here and there. He came on one today, so you know he shot 5 for 5 from the field.
I let it build up, man. I gotta get it out. You know what I'm saying?
Woo! Well, you definitely did that. And man, shout out to my boy Jamie G up in here too. So
wow, what's happening?
And you know, we and me, you know, C Wells, you know, we got our soldier rags and we ready for action. SWAC Talk 2 years old on Saturday, y'all, man. Have a party, man, y'all. You know, y'all light something up. You know, if y'all smoke, light one up for me. Drink a little something for me on Saturday, man. If you're at Southern at the spring game, man, holler at me. I'll be the dude there with the SWAC Talk shirt on. So you can't miss me. But other than that, man, I think we're gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. So, man, y'all enjoy y'all Thursday, and we'll catch y'all next week on another edition of SWAC Smoke.